This quarterly, we're exploring a topic that you'll definitely want to hear about if you're looking to get a video produced for your company: the power of story. I'll show you an example of one video that we recently produced and then walk you through the basics of what makes a good story-based video. When looking to create a video for a product, service, or brand, it's easy to jump to its benefits, features, and what makes it unique. That's what you've been told as business owners is most important to convey. And while many videos use this approach and are successful, story-based videos alternatively have a slightly different approach and can serve to be very effective. Story is a retelling of events, often told by a single perspective. This can be a customer story, origin story, impact story, or other. The more a viewer is transported somewhere by the story, the more likely they are to take on the beliefs shown in the story. This is because emotion influences human behavior. Most importantly, stories help inspire action. Recently, we produced a video for the nonprofit WeConnect, profiling one of their women business enterprises. We decided to go story-based and dig deep into what made Jennifer Van Amerom from refined, unique, complex, and uncover what her desires were. The end product is something that is engaging and helps audiences relate to Jennifer, while at the same time generating interest and showing WeConnect in a really positive light. Let's check it out.
If you ask me what I'm the most proud of, it's definitely my daughter. But being a mother, it's just one element of who I am. There are a lot of labels that we self-impose and that society put on us. For me, it's that I'm young, that I'm a woman, that I'm a visible minority. And there are days that it could really affect you if you allow it to. And there are days where you could use those as your strengths. When I started Refine, it was really with this vision that we would find our candidates based on merit, regardless of their background or the color of their skin or where they got their education. It should be about that diversity and what they bring forward. WeConnect has really leveled the playing field for women. It has connected us with large enterprise corporates that always seem like this big, unattainable giant, and it's eliminated that negative dialogue. The one that we all have in our head that, you could label it as self-doubt, and it's replaced it with a community of external voices and has created a positive dialogue. I'm grateful to WeConnect for making those introductions and making those relationships so much more human for us. So as a small business owner that is growing rapidly, to have the opportunity to articulate that we're just as good, if not better, and for us to have the opportunity to be celebrated for being a woman, that is a sense of community that I'm just so very proud to be a part of. When I think about my daughter and the type of world that I want for her, I want to have her grow up and exist in a world that will judge her based on merit and her performance. Where we were last year and where we're at now, it's a complete different story. I have the right team in place, not only just with myself and the team at Refine, but the community that we've built to get us to this point with my mentors at WeConnect, the other entrepreneurs that I know have celebrated and encouraged me. That to me it's bigger than me. We're moving the needle forward. And for my daughter to see me as that role model, that's a huge win.
So, what did you think? A little bit different than your typical corporate video, right? Story is built on four main things: people, purpose, plot, and place. By looking at each of these and finding out how to tell your story through the connections to the characters who make it up, the meaning that the audience will take away, the events that occurred, and showing where this all took place, then you will create an engaging story that viewers are tuned into. When looking for the heart of your story, that is your main character that the story will be based around, you want to look for three main things: desire, uniqueness, and complexity. Everyone has desires, But interesting characters are ones that have a burning desire and will stop at nothing to achieve their goals and overcome conflicts in their lives. They also have something unique about them that differentiates them from everyone else and piques viewers' interest. And lastly, their complexity is the why behind their desire. What events motivate that character to move forward? When producing story content, what's important is to go into the pre-production process with an open mind. Don't decide on who should be profiled in your company before you've done the work to ensure they are the best character for your story. Questions like, why do you work here? Why do you do what you do? And what does this mean to you? Will help you figure out who is the best fit. And in terms of showcasing multiple characters, usually fact-based videos utilize this strategy, whereas story-based videos often focus on one character that drives the story forward and draws viewers in to create a real connection. In addition to finding the heart of the story, you'll want to decide on its main purpose. This can be aided by creating a list of keywords that helps filter through decisions and narrow in on a unified direction. It's also helpful to summarize your story in one sentence, which will help prompt keywords and major themes. So, once character and purpose are confirmed, you can seek out general and specific plot points to help guide the viewer through the story. This might include connecting points that didn't initially seem like they matched. What you'll discover is that chronological story isn't always the best, so you can experiment with this and figure out what works best for your story's plot. Lastly, what are the places that help give authenticity to your story? Maybe this is the place that something occurred, or the place that your character desires to be in, or a place that's very personal to them. Now, these 4 parts of story together create a powerful impact on audiences. They allow audiences to connect, believe, and engage with your story until the very end, where they're moved by your purpose. I hope this was helpful and interesting, and would definitely appreciate any feedback that you guys have. If you want to explore how story can help your next video production, please feel free to reach out.